Planet 13 is what we're talking about today, guys. Thanks for joining the channel. We have a crap ton of stuff to go over. We're going to go over some of their financials. Then I'm going to go through a few things that the management team had to say about this store at the end of this video. So stay tuned because they had some pretty exciting things to say about this. Hit that spicy like button, hit the subscribe button, and guys, without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, before we start the video, I just want to show you guys that I'm seriously invested in this company. I know for some of you guys, this is going to be a very small position and a very small return. And for some of you guys, this position is going to be huge and a big return. But I just wanted to show you that I am heavily and I am truly invested in this company. This is my position. I purchased this company at $2.54. I got 6,323 shares. I put $16,000 roughly into this stock. It was about $16,053, I believe. And I have a $10,000 gain, which makes it $26,000 today, and a 66.22% gain. So with that, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that I'm serious, and let's get into the video. So first things first, guys, let's take a look at their stock price. They haven't really done much today, which is surprising because they did run 8% yesterday, 8 to 10% yesterday. So I was thinking for sure after this great earnings that they were going to run, but it just shows you this is why you don't play earnings in the stock market. This is why you hold these stocks for the long run. They are up about 0.27% today, but on a 5-day chart, if we take a look, they are up about 11.44%. So that's a pretty good jump for the week, I guess. I was expecting a lot more investors to really come into this stock after this great earnings, especially with them saying that they have, $70 million on their balance sheet. That's crazy, guys. But enough with the stock price. We're gonna get into the good stuff. Okay, here's the start of the Q3 earnings for Planet 13. This ended September 30th, 2020, so all of these numbers that I'm about to show you are up until September 30th. Larry Scuffler said, the third quarter exceeded expectations, leading to our highest quarter sales ever. So that's awesome because obviously the Rona's been going around, and it's good to see that this company can keep up their demand and keep up with the pace of selling their product. As you can see right here, it says Las Vegas Superstore only at 50% capacity. Because of the Rona, they're not allowing the store to be jam-packed full of people like they were before March, obviously. And this number that they've released, they've exceeded expectations with their highest quarterly sales ever, even with them having to cut their capacity to 50%. So that's obviously really good, and it shows a lot of growth potential when all of this is over. They achieved 36% higher revenue compared to pre-COVID quarters. This is a testament to the strength of Planet 13's business model and the success of the operational improvements. In-house brands contributed to about 25% to the Superstore's revenue. In the wholesale market, we saw an increase of sales month over month throughout the quarter and continuing into October. So that's obviously really great to know because Q4 is usually the slower part of the year for Planet 13, but we'll see this year because they've obviously had a lot of growth this last year, and it wouldn't surprise me if they beat again on expectations next quarter. So this company's been growing a lot of their own products here recently, and they just announced an acquisition of a 45,000 square foot facility in Las Vegas. So this is obviously going to help them sell their own brand and get that wholesale out there and help get their brands to these other dispensaries in Las Vegas and Nevada to help grow that revenue. So we're going to run down the basics of their financial highlights here. As you can see, their revenues were $22.8 million as compared to $16.7 million, an increase of 36.5% year over year. Gross profits before biological adjustments was $13.0 million or 56.9% as compared to $9.9 million or 59.1%, an increase of 31.4% year over year. Operation expenses, $7.2 million as compared to $6.7 million, an increase of 7.9% year over year. The net income before taxes was $3.4 million as compared to the net income of $0.3 million last year. So obviously they're making a crap ton of more money this year than they were last year. They only made $300,000 last year. They made $3.4 million this year before taxes. So that shows a lot of, and of course their net income after taxes was $0.2 million as compared to a net loss of $1.7 million last year. So they're already becoming profitable. So this is absolutely mind-blowing. This is big news for this company. I'm surprised this stock is down today. It's pretty wild, really. I don't think a lot of people actually know their earnings come out. September 30th, they had cash of $5.68 million compared to $12.8 million last year. This is more than a double up. And as of November 24th, they have $70 million on their balance sheet. So this cash position is growing very nicely. And I love to see the cash growing like this because it just shows how healthy this company is. And for this company to only be worth like a $600 million and have $70 million in cash, and maybe by the end of the year have, $80 million or somewhere around there, that's going to be very juicy for this stock price and the valuation of this company. They have total assets of $125.5 million as compared to $62.9 million last year, and a total liability of $39.3 million compared to $21.6 million last year. Now here's some recent developments that they have. On January 17, 2020, Planet 13 announced an accusation of a 45,000 square foot indoor cultivation facility. This is where they're going to grow more plants. So obviously if they have more facilities where they're growing plants, they're going to have more plant, which equals more profit. All good down the books. On August 10, 2020, Planet 13 was rewarded the Nevada dispensary license. So this is for their medicine store, and this is going to help them also bring in a lot of profits. I think their store had $4.9 million as of the end of 2019 for their last quarter. So they're expecting to bring in about that much here soon. It's obviously going to take some time to ramp, he was talking about. So we'll see where this all shakes out. On October 13, 2020, Planet 13 announced the addition of non-cannabis retail space to the Las Vegas Superstore. I think they added like this 50-foot wall, TV wall in there. So that's going to be really exciting for people to see whenever they're walking up into this building to see this new item, from the last time they came till now. I don't know if it's going to be built out quite yet. I think it's going to be built out before Q1 2021. But we'll see where that shakes out as well. On October 19, 2020, Planet 13 announced expanding of the dispensary floor in Las Vegas Superstore. So they're also expanding their dispensary floor, which is going to help them sell more product. On November 20th, 2020, Planet 13 announced opening the medicine dispensary. So this is the store we were just talking about. They're going to make, a couple more $1 million a quarter on this store. It's going to take some time to ramp. We'll see where it all shakes out. All right, guys, now I just want to take you guys through a little rundown of some interesting facts that I heard during the conference call. I listened to it all twice and took some notes, and I thought a lot of this was really cool. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Their revenue was 26% higher than it's ever been in the previous quarters ever. The deliveries brought in $3.3 million in revenue. They have 30,000 feet of empty space in their superstore right now that they can expand on. Lines are out the door and wait times are about roughly 30 minutes, and they're trying to draw this down, obviously, with their expansion that they have coming. They want their in-house products to go from 25% to 50%, and this is going to help grow their margins, which will help them make more money. He said during the conference call, one of the guys asked, he said, "Yes, how many stores do you think you could build with the money that you have on the balance sheet today?" And he said roughly about 4 stores with the $70 million that they have today. They also have a new brand called Haha Sour Gummies now, and it's coming to the Las Vegas Superstore this week and should be expanding to the rest of Nevada here shortly in the coming weeks. So that's very interesting. Now that they have sour gummies, I know it's not like all that great, but hey, a new product, new sales, They went from 20 dispensaries with their products in it to over 40 dispensaries now. They have their product in 2/3 of all dispensaries in Nevada. They're closing the deal on their indoor facility where they're growing all of their plants here in the next few days, so that'll be pretty exciting. maybe, you know, Q4 of 2020 and Q1 of 2021 should show some pretty good growth with them having more product that they're going to be using. Of course, it's going to take time to grow these plants, so we'll see where all that shakes out. Like I've said before, the margins are coming from more of the in-house products, so more of their products like AHA gummies and their drink beverages and their medicine brand is what's driving their margins up. So this should be interesting to see here in the next coming year how far they can get their margins up. He did say that he thinks they can get margins in the mid to high 30s. He said the ticket on the medicine store was anywhere from $70 to $100, so it's a little less than the superstore, which is expected. He also said on a great day at the superstore, they make anywhere from $800,000 to $900,000. So that's almost $1 million a day. If they can keep that up, you know, they're looking at really good growth. I mean, imagine if they had really good days every day. That'd be over $90 million in one quarter. Obviously, that's way out of the ballpark, but just think about it. Like, that's the potential they have over the next coming years, especially with Las Vegas being at like 50% and tourists not coming into Las Vegas like they were before March and stuff. Like, they have a lot of room to grow, not including the addition that they just put on or they're adding to the superstore today, but they think they're going to have to do another expansion here shortly. And that's just how fast that this company is growing, how fast these customers are coming in, and how much demand they are getting right now. That's very impressive. So that's all we have for today, guys. We went over, you know, their balance sheet, their income statements. We went over a few things that he mentioned on the conference call. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Chris. Please hit that spicy like button, hit the subscribe button if you want more information like this. And that's all for today. Peace out.